Okay, let's look at calorific value of food. Okay, what is the meaning of calorific value of food? Okay, calorific value or energy value of food is the amount of energy that is released from the complete oxidation or combustion of 1 gram of that food. Meaning if we burn 1 gram of a certain food, how much energy can it produce? Ya. So nilai kalori makanan. Okay. Nilai kalori ataupun nilai tenaga bagi sesuatu makanan ialah jumlah tenaga yang dibebaskan daripada pengoksidaan atau pembakaran 1 gram makanan tersebut secara lengkap, dengan lengkapnya, ya. So let's look at what are the unit for calorific value. Now, if I were to ask you, what is the unit of length? Panjang sesuatu, ya. What is the unit? Good. Some of you might say it is in meter. Some of you might say it is in centimeter. Some in millimeter. So all the answer is correct. Now for calorific value, there is a unit for that. Okay. Okay. The unit for calorific value. Energy that is released from the oxidation or combustion of food is normally measured in calorie. Okay, and the symbol is Cal. It can also be in kilocalorie. Okay, or the symbol is Kcal. For example, 1 meter. Okay, so the length is 1 meter. It can be 1 kilometer. Kilometer. What does kilo mean? Kilo mean 1,000. Alright, 1,000. 1 meter. So you have 1 meter. If you have 1 kilometer, the length of 1 kilometer is actually 1,000 meter. 1,000. So kilo means 1,000. It can be measured in joule. J, or kilojoule, meaning that kilojoule mean is 1,000 joule. Alright, kj, kilojoule. So what is the SI unit for energy? Alright, so we can convert this. Okay, 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule, or it can be 1 kilocalorie is equivalent to 4,200 joule, right? Or it can be 4.2 kilojoule. So please do not get confused, because calorie and joule are the same. Alright, both of them are used to measure calorific value. Alright. Jadi tenaga yang dibebaskan oleh pengoksidaan atau pembakaran makanan lazimnya diukur dalam unit kalori, yang ini kalori, ataupun kilokalori, ataupun joule, ataupun kilojoule, kilojoule. Oke, jadi ini adalah unit SI bagi tenaga. Oke, ya ini. Okay. Jadi the SI unit for calorific value is joule per kilogram. Joule per kilogram. Alright. So how many joule, how many energy in joule that 1 kilogram produce? So it's called joule per kilogram. Alright. Yaitu unit SI bagi nilai kalori ialah joule per kilogram. Ini simbol dia. This is the symbol. Alright. How do we measure calorific value of certain food? For example, peanut or fish. Yeah, we want to measure what is the calorific value of peanut. What is the calorific value of fish? What is the calorific value of cabbage? Kubis. Okay. So this is how we measure. This is just science, facts. The calorific value of food can be measured by using a special apparatus called bomb calorimeter. This is the guy. Okay, this is the picture you can see. Bomb calorimeter. Now, when we measure, table 2.1 shows the calorific value of carbohydrate, fat, and protein measured using a bomb calorimeter. Okay, so if we have one pure carbohydrate, okay, in 1 gram, we feed it into this machine, how much calorie can we produce? Okay, so this is the figure here. Alright. Jadi pengukuran nilai kalori dalam makanan dapat dilakukan dengan cara menggunakan radas khas, ya. Yang ini yang dikenali sebagai calorimeter bomb. Calorimeter bomb. Dalam bahasa Inggerisnya adalah bomb calorimeter. Okay. Now, jadual 2.1 table 2.1 ini menunjukkan nilai kalori dalam karbohidrat, lemak dan protein yang diukur dengan menggunakan calorimeter bomb yang ini. Kita dapati bahawa, alright, this is the calorific value of the three main classes, three main classes of food. We have carbohydrate, fat, protein, right? Carbohydrate, every gram of carbohydrate will produce 16.7 kilojoule, right? This one. 16.7 kilojoule. Now, every gram of fat, we measure with kita timbang, we weigh 1 gram of fat and we feed into this machine. This machine will measure for us the calorific value as 37.6 kilojoule. Alright. And when we feed with 1 gram of protein, this machine will give us a value, calorific value of 16.7. Now let's compare. My question is, which class of food produce the highest amount of calorific value? Which class of food produce the highest amount of calorific value? Is it carbohydrate? Is it fat? Or is it protein? Ya. Dari ketiga-tiga kelas makanan ini, yang manakah mempunyai nilai kalori yang paling tinggi sekali? Paling tinggi, ya. So, lihat dekat sini. Boleh beri jawapan? Lihat di sini, ya. You can look and compare this calorific value. Yes, the answer is fat. Alright. That is the reason when we eat a lot of fat food, bila kita makan berlemak, dia memberikan tenaga yang banyak dalam setiap gram. Ya. And the reason is that when we eat a lot of fatty food and we do not burn this calorie, in our body, it will change into fat. It will be kept as fat in our body. That is why when we consume a lot of fatty food, we can become fat if we do not exercise. Okay? Sebab itulah makanan yang berlemak ini dia menghasilkan ataupun dia mengandungi nilai kalori yang sangat tinggi. Kalau kita tidak membakarnya, apabila kita makan makanan berlemak, kalau kita tidak membakarnya seperti kita pergi berjogging, ya, bersenam dan sebagainya, maka lemak itu dia akan duduk ataupun tinggal di dalam badan kita. Sebab itulah kita akan menjadi obese, menjadi gemuk. Alright, let's continue. The calorific value of food is determined by the quantity of carbohydrate, protein and fat contained in the food. So if we know a certain food, for example nasi lemak, okay? We know, we measure how much carbohydrate we have in nasi lemak, how much protein we have in nasi lemak, how much fat do we have in nasi lemak. So we can calculate the calorific value of that nasi lemak. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, nilai kalori dalam makanan dapat ditentukan melalui kuantiti karbohidrat, protein dan lemak yang terkandung dalam makanan tersebut. Ya, sebagai contoh nasi lemak lah. Kalau kita dapat menganalisa kandungan karbohidratnya, kandungan proteinnya dan kandungan lemaknya, maka kita dapat mengira ya berapakah nilai kalori nasi lemak yang dimakan itu. Okay. For example, now observe figure 2.3, this figure here, okay, and table 2.2, which show several example of food and the estimate calorific value. For example, sugar, alright, it has 100% carbohydrate, green color, right? Meat, you have water. You have 18% protein and 13% fat. Palm oil, you have 100% fat. And rice, okay, rice are mainly carbohydrate, right? The composition of carbohydrate, fat, protein and water in some food. Alright. Okay, contohnya kita perhatikan dalam rajah 2.3 ini in this diagram 2.3. Okay. Yang menunjukkan beberapa contoh makanan dan anggaran nilai kalorinya. Sebagai contoh, gula adalah 100% karbohidrat, ya. Daging kebanyakannya adalah air dan protein warna putih 18%. Minyak sawit pula adalah 100% lemak, ya, 100% lemak. Dan beras pula adalah merupakan 76%-nya adalah merupakan karbohidrat, ya. Jadi daripada yang ini, from here, sugar, meat, palm oil and rice, every gram which one will produce very high calorific value? Which one? Yes, the answer is palm oil because this is 100% fat and fat has very high calorific value here. This one. Can you see the finger? My finger? Alright. Good. Your answer is correct. Yeah. Okay. Now let's look at certain food. Yeah. Different food and the estimated calorific value. Okay. For example, rice, white bread, coarse sugar, and we have fat, palm oil, butter, chicken, beef, right? Fiber, we have cabbage, cucumber, right? Right. Dekat sini kita ada kelas makanan karbohidrat, lemak, protein dan pelawas, ya. Kita ada sumber dia nasi, sebagai contoh ya, nasi, rice. Nasi ini setiap gram nasi, ya, mempunyai nilai kalori 15.04 kilojoule, right? Roti putih, ini roti putih bread, white bread yang kita selalu buat roti sandwich tu, Okey. Roti ini setiap gram yang kita makan dia akan menghasilkan nilai kalori sebanyak 10.60, 10.60. Right, and so on, right? So you have here gula kasar, we have here minyak sawit, mentega, butter, ya. We have chicken, daging ayam, daging lembu, kubis dan timun. Baik, kita lihat daripada sini, we look at this table, right? Which one produce the highest amount of calorific value? Which one? Can you compare here? Which one produce the highest amount of calorific value? Yang mana satukah yang memberi ataupun mempunyai nilai kalori yang paling tinggi setiap gram? Ya, okey. Lihat sini. Yes, jawapannya ialah palm oil, ya, 38 kilojoule untuk setiap gram, for every gram. Alright, followed by butter. Okay, these are all fatty food. Butter. Now, so when we consume palm oil and butter, we can grow fat very fast if we do not burn the energy. Alright, and the least amount of calorific value per gram is which one? Cabbage. Alright, so if you want to reduce your weight, take lots of cabbage, right, and cucumber. Generally, fruits and vegetables. Alright, fruit and vegetables has lower as compared to fatty food. Mempunyai nilai kalori yang rendah, yaitu sayur-sayuran dan buah-buahan. Buah-buahan pun kena berhati-hati sebab ada buah-buahan yang manis, buah-buahan yang manis mengandungi karbohidrat yang tinggi dan dia menghasilkan nilai kalori yang agak tinggi. So beberapa jenis buah-buahan juga boleh menjadi tinggi calorific value dia. Alright. So the table below shows the content of a sandwich A, B, C. Now this is high order thinking skills. We can use some mathematics. Now can you calculate this? Now sandwich A has 2 pieces of white bread. It has 2 grams of butter. It has 100 grams of beef. And it has 5 grams of cucumber. Okay? And B has this content. And C has this content. Can you calculate A, B, C? Which of the sandwiches A, B, and C is the healthiest choice? Explain your answer. Alright, you can calculate this. So 2 pieces of white bread, okay, and 2 grams of butter. Alright, so you can see here, you can compare. So this and this, you have 2 grams of butter. Right, what is the difference between A and C? Is the chicken and beef, right? The chicken and beef. So you can compare here, chicken and beef. So between beef and chicken, which one give more calorific value? So you can compare these two. Alright, compare these two. So this is very low. Alright, because there is no butter here. Alright, so even without calculation, you can more or less guess which one is the healthiest choice. So which one is the healthiest choice? So this and this, the difference is this is chicken, this is beef. So you can compare and you can refer to this table. You can see that beef has higher, right? So this is A is higher, C is lower. So between A and C, C has a lower calorific value. So this one will be a healthier choice. Ya, kalau diberi pilihan di antara A dengan B ini, okay, A dengan C, C adalah merupakan yang paling yang rendah sedikit nilai kalori. Tapi yang paling rendah sekali ialah B. Why? Because kerana B ni it does not have butter. Okay, so your choice, for me, my choice will be B because it does not have butter. Right? The answer is I choose B because it does not have butter, so it has lower calorific value compared to A and C. So B will be a healthier choice. B merupakan pilihan yang baik. Yeah? Alright. Now, we will there is an experiment for this actually to measure what is the calorific value of certain food, where we burn the food, we get the food sample, then we burn it, and then it will produce a kind of heat. It will heat the water and we see how much the temperature rise. So this is the experiment that we can do in school. Alright, so I think for this episode, that's all. I'll see you again in the next episode. Thank you for listening.